or something.
I think every day's my birthday. It gives me an excuse to get drunk. Did you know it's my birthday today? You're in the bar every day, Will. Well, some people are just lucky.
So, we're talking with Mr. Roger King again. Hey, Roger.
Well, hey, I remember this guy.
And Roger did a series of fan films, Spider-Man fan films, and we talked to him a couple years ago, actually, in 2009.
Yep.
And,
wow, was that long ago?
Yeah.
2009.
It doesn't feel that long ago.
That's insane, yeah. Not at all.
And I was kind of surprised. Not that I'm like a groupie or follow you, you're some kind of strange guy following you, but you kind of the wind kind of got out of your sail there. I think like episode 4 or 5 there, and it was like it was a while until you actually brought out.
It took me a while to get that 5th one out, just because I went through a bunch of different personal life stuff, and
that'll fuck you over.
My band was kind of getting really busy with things, and but I knew I had to get it done. I knew that I got all 4 of them. I was chugging them out maybe one every couple months, or 2 or 3 months. But yeah, it took me a while to get that 5th one. Then I think it almost took maybe almost 8 months to get this last one out.
Yeah, I didn't think it was ever going to come out.
It took me a long time, but I knew it had to happen because I'd be pissed if I was just someone that liked to watch.
Yeah, one film left to do. Just
yeah. I hate when people do that, like with short, like comic book storylines or spins or something, and they never really finish, like that Kevin Smith Bullseye.
Right.
Yeah, we see so many of those. I mean, Chris, like, tons of those. Like, coming soon, it's going to happen. Number 10 is coming out. And, like, no number 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just hanging above Lake Michigan or something, and that's it.
Yeah.
I never see it again.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, though. I had to just keep pushing. And I wasn't able to spend as much time editing this last one. That's why it took so long, but I put every bit as much of effort and time. It just was way more spread out. Instead of 3 months of like 5 or 6 hours a day, it was like 8 or 9 months of maybe 40 minutes or something like that.
We're doing like the Hollywood style where they stretch it kind of a.
I wasn't trying to, but yeah.
Plus, you wanted to.
One day, can I tell you?
You wanted to finish up
for
everyone that helped you out there. You certainly wanted to finish it up for them too.
Yeah. Yeah, I just knew it had to be completed, or it'd just be like a lot of, just be like me with my college career, going for a couple years on and off, and then never finishing. It's like, what'd it get me?
Well, I'm amazed you pulled it off, dude. 6, basically half hour or more fan films, which is really, really impressive. I'm always impressed to see 2 fan films come out of somebody. I'm like, oh, wow, check that out. It's been a month and a half, and he did another one. And I'm always surprised. But you're just banging these things out, and each and every one, like you just said, it looks like you put nothing but your best efforts into them. So, nothing was lacking as far as I saw.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of work. Just the way I did it, I filmed all the movies at once.
Right.
I never filmed and then went to edit, and then said, okay, now I'm going to film this next one. It was like, I filmed 6 movies, took a year and a half just filming, and then I sat down and started editing. And I might have had to film a couple little shots here and there, but no more than, an hour or 20 minutes worth of, like, let me set up the green screen, do this one shot because that one came out wrong or something. But, so it was like a year and a half of editing and probably about a year and a half of filming and a year and a half of editing. There's 6 films right there done.
In the can, as they say. In the can. There you go. All the old Hollywood things tonight. It's in the can.
Now you gotta,
Go ahead.
I was watching the final credits there for your 6th part there. In the credits, you had a question mark if it was the end or not. You're not gonna go ahead and do more, are you?
No,
I didn't think so.
I just titled it the beginning or the end, or the end or the beginning, just for Spider-Man's sake, because it's almost like, oh, this is the end of the Peter's Web series, but, Spider-Man stories are going to go on forever.
Right.
So it's kind of like the beginning for Peter, because, he got on with the Avengers at the end, and, spoiler, sorry about that, anyone that hasn't seen it. But,
but it's out.
Yeah, it's
so
out.
People have seen it.
Yeah. I've been waiting for that for a long time. I'm sure you have, too.
You got the Captain America shield flying across there, and then...
Yeah, I really, really wanted to do an actual, that whole little scene, it was going to end at the Sinister Six meeting, where they're just all planning and stuff, and then it was going to be over right when Doc Ock says, like, Spider-Man will die at the hands of the Sinister Six. Boom, it was going to be done. Then I figured, this doesn't seem like it's enough. It needs something else. And I was always just kind of like, I wish I can just continue that first fight scene, but do a huge thing and get Captain America in there and Wolverine and this and that. But realistically, I mean, I planned out that last little thing, that little add-on to that first battle, and that's all I can really do because it only took me, a camera, and some editing and a couple props.
So that last scene was of Part 6 is actually the first scene of Part 1.
Yeah,
so you had
no. It's kind of like a Tarantino kind of a deal.
Yeah, it was just like a full loop around. And like I said, I would have loved to. I know a couple guys I've seen at the gym. This guy would make a great Captain America. This guy would make an awesome Wolverine. He's like 5'3" and like 230, just buffed.
Hairy as shit.
But I just right now in my life, I got a little baby on the way.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really excited.
Nice.
I still have time, like to sit there and make costumes like I used to. I used to spend like 3 hours, 4 hours making a costume, and time wouldn't even matter. I'd be up at 2 a.m., but now it's a little different, and my priorities a little different. But I still made sure it had to have some kind of an editing that kind of made people smile. That was my main goal, something that I would have smiled at. Like, that was pretty cool. It's Captain America's shield coming in, so couldn't get the guy to play him, couldn't get the costume, got the shield and the idea. I figured it's better than nothing.
Right. Well, the idea is implied, and we all got it, so that's the main thing,
Yeah.
Well, I figure if you have like
the cap shield,
Yeah.
If you have like 4 kids and wait, 8-10 years, you can do like a Power Pack fan film.
Oh my God! You just brought up the Power Pack. Holy moly! Did you ever see that pilot?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, but it was cool because it was an actual fucking Power Pack thing. Like, when are you ever going to see that again?
Never.
You're not. So maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Those costumes always bothered me.
Ever see that, Roger?
Very big silver boots. Like, what the hell is that about?
Does Roger know what we're talking about?
Power Pack. Do you know about Power Pack?
It sounds familiar.
The pilot. They made a pilot in the help me out, 90s, but was it like the beginning of the 90s, middle 90s?
I think it was a mulleted period. It was like 94 to like 90. No, that was the mullet. I'm talking about 87. It was like probably 92, because mullets were in there like the early 90s still, believe it or not.
Yeah. It's all 93 or something that I can find.
Because fucking Superman had a mullet at that time. After he came back from his death, he had a mullet.
So anyways, they made a pilot for Saturday morning. It was a half-an-hour pilot for Power Pack, and I'm not sure if it ever aired or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It was pretty...
kind of like that Garbage Pail Kids cartoon.
Which one?
I have that.
What is it?
It's out on DVD now, though, huh?
It just came out. Like I think it was maybe 2 years ago. It just finally came out. So
that broke my heart as a kid. I just looked in the TV guide. I was so excited, and then it didn't come on.
Come on, man!
I had all my cards out.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, let's do this, Billy Bombs.
What is it? What was it called?
It's the Garbage Pail Kids animated series.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ! I gotcha.
You ever see the movie?
Yeah.
Good God, what a great train wreck though to watch. An enjoyable train wreck. I watch it every once in a while. You might be a Garbage Pail Kid. Yes. So what are we talking about? I'm sorry to divert from the...
Yeah, I don't know. It's Spider-Man something.
Yeah, something about that Spider-Man guy. I don't know what the hell it was. Him swinging around on ropes.
So when we last talked to Roger, I'm not sure... And Roger, obviously you're going to know better than I think either just the first and second episode were out. So we didn't see like the Rose, we didn't see like Craven,
I think it might have just been the first one, I want to say.
Yeah, maybe.
What was that, Chris?
Well, when we first talked to Roger,
right.
All the characters that we've seen in the after episode 1, after
like Electro and Doc Ock.
We didn't really know who was coming up. He gave us like little hints of who was coming up.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd just delve in and he can kind of comment why he grabbed certain characters now that he's not spoiling anything.
But that was cool with the Craven thing, because that's like, that's essential to the whole like symbiote and all that other stuff
I love
going on. I understand you're probably a big Mike Zeck fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I miss him. What is he doing now? Is he like Best On or something? Because I haven't heard from him forever.
I have no idea.
I loved his Punisher series and the stint on Spidey, man. Secret Wars.
Yeah.
He was the man. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but they go to conventions all the time. I never see the guy. Not in the movies doing cons or what.
And actually, Roger had kind of like a Secret Wars nod.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in part 3.
Episode, right.
Yeah, I just tried to squeeze in everything I could that, as a comic book reader and fan, that would make me smile. That's pretty much everything. Just stuff that would make me smile. Like
exactly.
Spidey, like sitting on the building, reading the newspaper with his backpack on. Stuff like that is just like, it has to be there. What would I want to see? I have to make that happen.
Exactly.
So I think I got pretty much everything like possible that I could do with my resources that I would want Spidey to do. I feel I got everything done. I don't know. There might be a couple things here and there that some people would have wanted to see, but they didn't get to me and tell me.
Yeah, you got you got 40 years of history to pluck into 5 hours.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get it done.
Yeah. It's like whipping someone in the face to blind them. It's the getting the webs around someone's ankles and pulling it and tripping them. Just all kinds of little things. I had to break it down. Like, what do I want to see? What do I want to see?
Correct.
Spidey getting slammed up against a wall. Venom kicking his ass, like in the comics. Just stuff like that. Carnage. Like, just the sound of his, like, blades and just all that stuff,
It's funny because when you're reading a comic, you hear these things in your head,
Yeah.
And you're like, envision what it sounds like when Captain America's shield gets hit by, like a blast from, like, Kang or something, We had to, like, imagining these noises. And then you see things in Hollywood or on TV, and you're like, that's cool, but I thought it would have been better this way, This always could have been done better to the comic fan,
Yeah.
You never really 110% please a fanboy, really.
Yeah, pretty much impossible. Like, I know that there's lots of other ways to do some of the things that I did, probably everything I've done, but I just did the best I could, honestly.
That's all you can do, dude.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Good stuff, man.
Look great.
Above and beyond the Call of Duty, my friend.
Yes.
Yes. So how was the, overall, would you say, how was the series received by either or Spidey fans, fan film fans, and especially the ending of the series? How was it received overall, would you say?
Let me see. I would say it just depends on what message board and what...
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there'll be a message board where everyone's always talking about only the major motion pictures. Like, Spider-Man, the reboot, what's this suit going to look like, this and that. That's all they care about. Then I'll post something on there like, hey, check out Peter's Web homemade fan films of Spider-Man, and they'll just destroy them. They'll be like, this is the stupidest waste of time I've ever seen in my life, this and that. But people that understand stuff, like, I think it might just hit an older audience or just people that kind of are able to see past the exterior of that's a cheap prop or that's a cheap costume. And just saying, like, damn, this guy business? Like, they might see
That's
that.
probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, those people see it and they're just like, whoa, this is awesome. I'm like, cool, thank you, I appreciate that. But I thought
me and Chris,
Yeah, you guys reached out to me once you saw it first one. I was like, yeah, these guys are cool, they get it.
Dan Poole, do you still talk to Dan Poole?
I touched base with them once. I finished that last one about a month ago, and I was just telling him, yeah, I want you, because I do plan on doing a making of, kind of like how Dan did.
Right.
Just documentary. I said, Dan, would you be willing to, like, film yourself talking about what you think of my movies? And, like, because I've had dinner and hung out with them at Comic-Con before, and just kind of talk, just do this and that, just talk to them, and then send it to me, and I'll put it in the doc. He said, yeah, like, so he's excited to do it. Yeah, I think it'll be cool, just a roundabout, I'm not being shady about, I came up with this idea about myself. It's like, no, I saw Dan Poole's movie. I said, I want to do that. And that's what it was. And I called him and like, hey, how'd you do this? And, he motivated me. So he asked to be in. He's a big part of it.
Right.
But some people said the ending was a little, what was the word that they used?
Anticlimactic?
Yeah, anticlimactic.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, well, what would be more anticlimactic? Just a Sinister Six meeting or something small? I had to do something, so sorry, guys.
Yeah, but one or the other, A or B,
Yeah, the overall, I think the ending, that it ended kind of abrupt, like out of nowhere, like, boom, Captain America shield and Spidey got out. Okay, let's rock. And then it's over. So it's kind of like... Credits. Yeah, credits. And it's just kind of... I don't know. Like I said, I would have liked to do more. Don't have the time. Realistically, did what I could. And so, hopefully if people hear this to be like, maybe I got to give this guy credit for all these movies just in a whole, It can't all come down to one ending. That's how I see it, but,
Well, as you said, like, a lot of your critics are going to be kids, and they're spoiled. They didn't grow up with all the B movies and, all the cheap.
Exactly.
So they don't really understand how much you put into it.
Yeah. We didn't watch Land of the Lost until Will Ferrell, so shut up.
Yeah, and I understand, because, if I was just back in high school still, and I had my comics, and was like, yeah, I read this comic, I had this comic, and I saw this thing online, I'd be like, that ending, what's up with that ending? It sucks. Because I would picture this guy, Roger King, he has a crew, he has money, he has all these resources, and man, why did he just do it that fast? It's like, the reality is he had no crew, he did that last scene by himself.
Yeah, look at the end credits. Every credit is Roger King. Roger King.
So,
Craft Services, Roger King.
Yeah, Roger King squared at the end. Infinity.
From when we originally spoke with you, I'll try to make this an intelligent thought. You kind of were under the impression that you could bring this to, some studio head or something to that effect. How has your thinking changed? And obviously it has since, as far as what you delivered and where you think it was going, and to the point where you realized that nothing was really going to become of it as far as you having a positive light in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Well, when I started, I was like, yeah, I want to try to get a job with this, so then maybe they'll see, man, this guy kicks ass, he did all this stuff by himself, he must be a bright individual. Let's give him a shot at rolling up our cords here at Marvel Studios, or something like that, and then going through, and then just kind of learning, well, we only take interns, like, that's all we need.
Right.
Yeah, so you need to go for about 2 years, what do you need?
Yeah, and so I got the series done throughout. Every few months passed by, and nothing was happening. I kind of started to realize, maybe, this isn't going to land me a job, and this isn't, like, they might see it and be, oh, that's pretty cool, and then they're just going to turn off their computer or go to the next website, It's not like, we have to get this guy, because there's people with, degrees and a lot more, like, connections, and...
degrees don't mean dick, dude. Degrees don't mean anything.
What's that?
Degrees don't mean anything.
Yeah, they actually don't. I believe in that, too. So,
I have to, but I do good with them. I'm an artist, and I have 2 degrees, and I basically don't do anything with them. I do my art just basically for me, my friends, and for an occasional, job on the side.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making a living, fuck no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's hard out there, man, especially, like, because filmmakers and musicians and artists, we're all basically one group of just talented individuals who have a lot to offer, who put their heart into everything they do, yet there's so many others of us out there that it's hard to compete and to get the job before the first guy did. It's a lot of fighting in the pits, and a lot of just, like, it's really hard. A lot of closed doors in your face, and emails ignored, and job wanted ignored, and all that stuff. So after a while, you become kind of discouraged, and you're like, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to do this then. But it's guys like you who just go, you know what, I may not get a job at Marvel or Universal or whatever to make my own Spidey film, but you know what, I'm did my own, I'm happy with that. And that's what it's all about, man. And
that's where I'm at.
That's where it came out, and I would be amazed to see what a guy with your mind state and knowledge of the Spider-Man continuum would do with, like, say, $2 million.
Oh man,
I'd love to see what you could do. You would probably turn out some ill shit, like, you would be like, whoa, who the hell did these other guys,
Yeah.
So, come on, Hollywood. It's like you're being a little biased, I think. It's like, we gotta think this guy, he did, like, 10 movies. They all sucked, but he did 10 movies.
Yeah.
But Hollywood doesn't want to hear all that noise, unfortunately. So, that's just the way it is, man.
Yeah. I'm still positive about it. If I would have known going into this, nothing's going to come out of it except you're going to get the movies done. You're gonna like them. You're gonna make a couple friends from it, and that's about it. I'd still do it 100%.
You're going to be seeing conventions. I'm going to see you on the tables. I always look for bootlegs.
Oh, really?
I'm always like, I wonder if I'll find Peter's Wood there. I kind of tell Roger.
Yeah.
So like every convention I go to, I look for my friends' bootlegs. I usually do see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them about it, and they're like, well, it's good publicity in a way, because they'll be like, I saw this movie by this amateur guy named Roger King. It was really, really good, And they talk to their friends, and they pass it along, and they're like, wow, this is really, really good. And,
I've done with that, like, because I've always been in bands since I was 18 years old and put out music and records, and same thing. I mean, people get your records, they're going to put it up to download. Someone might even go through the trouble of trying to get 50 cents per song for down. It's like, am I going to shut it down, or am I going to let them spread my music around and make $5 a month? I'll let them spread it and make $5. It's not a big deal. So
better than nothing, as they say.
Yeah, I see it almost as if I went to a comic convention and saw someone selling Peter's Web like bootleg DVDs, I would be honored. That's pretty cool. You know what?
Would you buy a copy?
You want me to sign this for you?
Yeah. I just grab it and start signing it.
That'd be awesome.
Who's this? Who's on the cover?
If I had it, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? Like, I kind of like look at fan films like this. Basically, when you read a comic book, or you see a TV show or film with superheroes that you grew up with, know their origin, their backstory and their villains, blah, 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 blah. And this person takes it into their hands and kind of like clay. And they just take the puppy and they mold it into what they want to mold it into for that specific, either that situation or story or whatever, or that movie. And it's in their hands. It's the same thing, though. So I see... what's the difference between, besides budget and props and all that other bullshit and CGI, between a Hollywood guy doing his version of Spider-Man and, say, this guy working out of his garage in, like, Connecticut somewhere, doing his own Spider-Man with a green screen behind him? The only difference is the lack of budget. Mm-hmm. The passion is there, the knowledge of the subject matter is there, and all that stuff is still there, but the other thing is nobody knows John Smith in Connecticut. Nobody knows him. No one's ever heard of him. No one's ever seen any of his movies. But the guy's putting 110% effort into this thing, into his script, and he's making costumes like you until 2, 3 in the morning. So you know what? I look at fan films almost like not as even fan films. I look at them as films. Yeah. That's the bottom line with me. I've always thought that.
I feel you on that.
Like, it just makes sense. It's like, Todd McFarlane did his spot, and John Byrne did his, Spider-Man stint, and, Steve, Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko did theirs, Spider-Man, and you're kind of doing your own thing, so it's a spin, so, yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's a Spider-Man movie to me, nonetheless, no matter if it's budgeted or not. I'll have a good time watching it. I'll be like, this ain't the Hollywood, version, but hey, I like it. Yeah. The guy knows his stuff, and it shows, and so what if he's not $1 million fucking dollars? Who cares? Yeah. So, is that how you feel, Chris, or?
Well, speaking of Hollywood Spider-Man, let's give
Mr.
King's...
This is going to be beer too.
Why didn't they cast you? They cast this Andrew Garfield for this next Spider-Man. What do you think about the reboot that's coming out?
Well, I saw a couple pictures. I don't like the costume.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
You just have like silver, like something like shiny Nike-looking, like silvery. Did you see how the boots look?
I didn't see the boots. I just saw like the over silvery webbing and the chest symbol. It was kind of weird.
It's very shiny.
I just like if you're able to look up. A lot of people are talking about, like, just look up reboot, whatever, Amazing Spider-Man, and then try to get a shot of, like, as they're filming it, like, there's a couple where it shows him running or something, and, like, his feet have, like, silver wrapped around them, like, in this weird design. I don't like it. Like they're, like, a pair of, like, Nikes or something? It looks like it. Like, when you see it, you're going to be like, what?
Oh, no. That's horrid.
Yeah.
Even Spidey is wearing shape-ups. Yeah. Good God, who's this coming to?
Okay,
oh
so
my God.
so
those Reeboks?
what's worse, the Spidey costume or the Wonder Woman costume of the upcoming
Oh, Jesus
TV?
H. Christ. You just lit the fuse, my friend.
I don't know. It doesn't look
hot.
that bad.
The chick is hot, but
Yeah.
the pants gotta go. The pants bother me.
Well, they replaced the. It was originally it was the same color pants, obviously blue, but it was originally blue boots.
Yeah, it's kind of like the new costume. The new costume has pants, so as far as I know.
Yeah, but
I saw that redone.
the first photos that came out, it was like blue boots, and then they changed them to red boots because who gives a shit what color the boots are? I mean, give me a good story, give me a good plot.
That's
but anyways,
exactly it, dude. Yeah,
that was
it's
a big bitch. But
exactly.
Apparently, the shorts are going to appear at the end of the episode. The the Linda Carter kind of feel. The shorts, the traditional Wonder Woman uniform is supposed to appear at the end of the pilot episode. So there was a big leap from Spider-Man to Wonder Woman. Anyways.
Spider-Man, I mean, I was watching Wonder Woman as a kid. She helped me become a man. She was that type of lady, She was that type of lady I thought about in awkward episodes. Are you in there? And we had 10 minutes. What are you doing in there? I just watched Wonder Woman. Give me like 10 more minutes.
Yeah. Linda Carter?
Yeah, I bring it raw, man. I bring it raw.
Nice.
I'm like the ODB of the show. I just go for it.
That's right. I was kind of the same way with Bill Bixby, so I can understand.
Yeah, how did that happen? Bill, I mean, I liked the guy and everything. I liked his David hair. But that was so weird. They didn't call him Bruce because Bruce is too gay. Is that a rumor? Or... Huh. I heard that was why, because his name was Bruce originally,
I'm
obviously.
sure. It was the 80s, I'm sure.
Because my middle name is Bruce. Does that make me swishy? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, boy.
So let's talk about some of the other movies, the superhero movies that are coming out this summer. As far as
sure.
what you guys can sound off on what you think of what you've seen so far. Green Lantern, not sure still as of yet.
Yeah, me too, kind of like a 50-50 on that one. Yeah. About Thor. I'm kind of looking forward to Thor. The only beef I have with it is it's kind of like Judge Dredd. I don't believe I'm bringing this up, but it's almost like a Judge Dredd situation because I say probably about 80% of the movie looks like he's not wearing his helmet. Yeah. And to me, it's kind of cheap to me. It's because you want to show how handsome the guy is, so all the girls come to see it. The guy is so hot. You can't tell with the helmet on. That was covering him, but that's Thor. Yeah. Thor wears the fucking helmet. Like, you ask him, that guy doesn't know shit about comics, never read 5 in his life. And you go, hey, Tony, remember Thor? Probably the first thing you see is, yeah, that guy with fucking wings on his head. It's iconic. It's almost like, Batman's bat symbol. Yeah. Thor's helmet is extremely iconic. What else are you going to know him by besides the hammer and the headdress? So, what about Captain America?
That looks cool.
A little bit better. I'm thinking a little bit better on that one. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Yeah. I'd say overall, you guys brush up on the past, and the red skull looks sick. Yeah, he looks so cool. Yeah. I saw that picture, I was like, wow.
Yeah, and is that guy ever in a bad movie? Oh, okay, well,
I know.
The Matrix sequels, beyond that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Because he was a V for Vendetta, he was in the Lord of the Rings trilogies.
Hit me with a cool movie only, please, agent.
Yeah.
Let me do any crap.
But wasn't Thor? You guys are bigger comic book dorks than I am. Wasn't he like a doctor with a stick, and when he hit the stick on the ground, it turned into a hammer or something?
Yeah, Dr. Blake.
What's up with that? Why?
Dr. Blake, and he hit the stick on the ground, and he transformed into Thor like the Jack Kirby cartoons.
So obviously that film has nothing to do with that. Is it because it's? I know Marvel had the different universe thing happening a few years ago or whatnot. Is that what they're basing it on?
The rehash kind of.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I really don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
But he seems to be in human form a lot in the previews too. Did you notice that? Like he's in his civilian garb.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't want to show too much. Maybe that.
No, I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's not a strip. Please.
The alternate universe. That's what I'm trying to think of, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they're basing? Is the same character not in the alternate universe? Meaning, is it not the Doctor with the stick in the alternate universe?
I don't know if it's Donald Blake or not. That's a good question.
Right.
I have no idea.
I doubt anyone beyond, the geeks give a shit. Anyways.
I don't know, Jeff Burton's probably wrong. It was great. Like, shout out the movie theater. Shut up, asshole.
Another one I'm on the fence with is X-Men. I cannot get jazzed about this movie.
I really haven't, to be quite honest, I really haven't seen anything.
What's that?
That one, X-Men First Class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young. I thought I didn't even know about it. It was supposed to come out, really soon.
Yeah, it comes out in June. I think, June...
Really?
When's, my birthday weekend, June 10th, or I forget what the day is.
Yeah,
but yeah.
something like that.
Wow.
Early June. I don't know. Is it? It's Bryan Singer's producing it. I
He
don't
did good on the first two.
Yeah.
I like the third film. I like the third because it was just like a battle royale with no rhyme or reason. You know, kind of like in the beginning of Peter's Web, that it starts off with the battle royale. You know, so that kind of drags you in right away. You're like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I got to find out what the rest of this is about. You know, I don't know if he did that on purpose, but
Yeah, I actually did.
that grabs you by the nuts.
Yeah.
Like, come here with me. You're like, okay.
Yeah. I think when
Especially
it starts,
Star Wars.
like all the other, every other movie that starts where he's young, it's always the same. We'll start with him as a nerd, getting bullied and this and that. Like, there has to be something different in mind.
Because it's kind of stale to watch at the beginning, you know?
Yeah, it's like the same thing. So it's like there has to be something to make people like, okay, I'm gonna watch and stick this out, and see what happens. So yeah, that was it.
Right.
Now, did that dude that Mary Jane was your brother's girlfriend, right?
Yeah, they're not together.
Yeah,
anymore.
I was going to say, let's be ultra personal.
Yo, is she open? Is she available? You got the digits?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I have a girlfriend. I was joking around. Give her this, she'll kill me.
I was just curious if
Don't say anything.
they were married or if they broke up.
Yeah, they're.
I'm telling your wife, Chris.
I wasn't looking for a date. I was just being nosy.
Yeah.
That means something.
Whatever.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Me and Chris know each other too well. We're just sick. So
Yeah, I'm about 10 oceans out of her league anyways, or vice versa.
10 oceans out of her league. I love that one. Jules Verne couldn't find a day with her for me.
Hey, look.
Even he wrote the Nautilus.
So what
That's
about...
another one they fucked up really bad. Remember League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah, that was a potentially good movie, but it had zero continuity. It jumped all over the
That's
place.
the thing. How can you recreate really an Alan Moore script? Like 110%. Like From Hell was actually pretty good.
Which
you
one?
know? From Hell. That was the one about Jack the Ripper with Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah.
That's an Alan Moore story.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
didn't
amazing
know.
graphic novel.
I didn't realize that.
I thought that was a really good adaptation. It really didn't get a lot of depth, so I thought it was kind of an underdog. It's because Jack the Ripper isn't like a Captain America. It's Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Who I love anyway. So, but I think he's a great, sicko in our time. And I'm always interested in serial killers, and sickos, and
Nice.
their minds are so strange. Like, why do they think the way they think? Why are they wired the way they're wired? It's so odd. How one guy can be like, I want ice cream. Next guy be like, I want to go stab that woman to death. And it's just like how different they are. Strange. But, and he did it so long ago too. It's like you think that's like in modern times with guys like Dahmer and stuff, John Wayne Gacy.
You'll be like that fan film guy that...
Oh yeah, the serial killer
Yeah,
guy.
he's on trial right now. I don't think he was really a serial killer. He was a murderer.
No, I don't think I was going to say.
What it was, right. He followed, what's that serial killer show there? Dexter. He
Dexter,
was
yeah.
a big Dexter. Have you heard about this, Roger?
No.
There's a guy in Canada who did a Star Wars fan film. It was never released, and he was a big Dexter fan, and he was going to make this horror film about a guy that would lead other guys online to meet with women and then kill them to lead them on. So just for kicks, he thought he'd actually do it. So he's now on trial for... Let me look up his name real quick.
That's insane.
Do you believe that?
He's like, yeah, let me get into this character a little bit more.
It's like, dude, relax. It's a little too much.
Wow.
Let me soak myself in cow's blood and walk down the street. So I always have to ask this question. This with every fan film that comes on the show, I'm always curious.
Yeah.
Especially after they've made a couple fan films based on the same property. Have you heard anything from anybody, Marvel, like remotely even an artist or anybody?
No.
About your films? Not at all?
No, nothing. Man, I get a lot of emails from just people that find it and they like it.
Right.
But nothing from anyone I could use as a stepping stone or anything like that, no.
That was just Quesada might not allow it. Like, he may not allow anybody to be like, I saw this fan film that was fantastic. Maybe. Because of, like, Marvel rules, you know, I don't know if they have their own specific... I'm sure they do like every other corporation. Have their own specific rules.
A buddy of mine, he made a Batman one, and I don't know what was wrong, but DC sent him a thing in the mail saying, like, you have to take it off.
Oh,
Get
really?
the hell out of here.
Recently?
Yeah.
Recently?
It was a few years ago. It was a short one. It wasn't a big deal. It was just... But and I think he was getting a lot of hits, and he was getting credit for the hits or whatever. And so they saw that, and they were like, nope. And they
Would you know what it was called?
No, I can find out, though, and email it or something.
Yeah, man, let us know.
Jason Sander. It was through Hectic Films.
That sounds familiar.
Hectic Films. And I can't remember too much about it. I think it was a pretty short deal, but it was just, Batman, and I think he had, like, white eyes. Like, they made his eyes, like, white contacts, so it's just straight white.
Like the Sandy cholera with the white eyes there.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
Yeah, if it was a few years ago, they were kind of cracking down on it, but if it was, yesterday, I would kind of go, really?
Exactly.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was probably 2 years ago. I mean, this whole time making these movies, I was editing, everything went by so fast, it seems like it's still happening. But yeah, now I think about it, it's probably 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes. You got so much stuff going on there, weightlifting and singing and filmmaking and all that, making babies.
Hey, Mr. Busy.
Yeah.
You're a busy bee.
Yeah.
That's right. You are. You are a superstar.
Yeah, if you're curious, the guy's name is Mark Twitchell. And
Twitchell?
yeah, which is a big indicator of a serial killer, as it is.
Yeah, that's a creepy name.
He's not a serial killer, but
Twitchell. Picture his eye all screwed up.
he was a writer-director of unfinished $60,000 flick, Star Wars Secrets of the Rebellion.
60,000?
Yeah, it's said to kill Johnny Eltinger in a Macabre, M-A-C-A-B-R-E. How do you pronounce that?
Macabre.
There you go. Reenactment of his horror film In House of Cards. A man meets the girl of his dreams on an internet dating site. Lured to meet her, he's abducted, tortured, and killed in a garage by an anonymous man wearing a hockey mask, which Mr. Twitchell felt it humorous to repeat. So he based it on his own script.
Again, they're fascinating people.
Yeah.
They really are.
And
Even though they're fucked up, they're fascinating.
If you look at his picture, he looks like a killer. He's staring
He does.
at me right now.
Dude, I'm going to make shirts. Twitchell for president. I was like, who the fuck is Twitchell? I'm walking around. They don't know who he is. They don't want to know. Sick puppy. So what's in the future, man? Any plans of maybe taking up the helm on another fan film property, even though it's not Spidey? Or
Well, I was thinking about it, and if I ever put the time or anything, I'm not going to do a series again, but if I ever do something, I have a couple of characters of my own.
Oh, okay.
I would have to do something like that and try to get it out,
cool.
break into it that way, instead of just saying, well, here's a character that I can't do much with because it's someone else's and blah, 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 copyrights, this and that. I can say, hey, this is my character, and he's for sale, or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's what Dan did, right? Or
what's that?
That's what Dan did. I'm not sure whatever happened with his film.
Yeah, no, he did his movie. It's called The Photon Effect. Yeah, he did it. I think it's done.
Okay. Was it ever released?
I haven't heard anything about it. I remember the movie when it was in, like, production, but I didn't know if he was done with it or not.
Yeah, no, this couple weeks ago when we were emailing back and forth, he said it's finished, and he's like, I think he's putting it in film festivals.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's working on that thing for a long time.
Yeah. Good, man. We like to hear the veterans still plugging away.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to hear. We got to put that on our sites, Chris.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
I know they got a website. I think it's just photoneffect.com.
Is he still doing Alpha Dog? Is that still his company? Or?
Yeah, that's Alpha Dog Productions.
Yeah, Alpha Dog Productions, yeah.
That thing right there.
Still around. Great. That's awesome to hear.
I haven't seen Photon Effect, but I want to. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah, absolutely.
how to get it.
Some kind of ironic, really kind of a weird, I don't know if there's anything to do with it, but Sandy Collier's independent film Hunter Prey. I was going through movies on Netflix the other day, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's kind of cool.
I saw it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Hunter Prey. You know, the guy who did Batman Dead End. And, yeah, he's got this Hunter Prey film, which is kind of like a Predator kind of Star Wars-y, Dune, a couple other different things. And actually, where that interview with him, he's kind of Planet of the Apes mentality with the script. And,
Yeah.
but that's another one that's coming out, the Planet of the Apes remake. This would be a prequel, but they fucked up the last one horrendously.
Yeah.
Well,
They had, like, they did it better in the 70s than they did in when did it come out? Tim Burton took it and just turned into a giant piece of poop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like the late 90s or, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was late
Thanks
90s.
for Mark Wahlberg. I appreciate that.
I didn't think it was that
God.
bad.
Do you think it was that bad?
Nah, it entertained. I liked it.
Who was the dude who played the? I like the guy who played the. He was like the enforcer guy. That was the English guy. What's his name again?
Say that again now?
From Reservoir Dogs. He was like the enforcer ape. You know, like the guy on horseback all the time.
Tim Roth? Tim Roth?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The guy he played was awesome.
Yeah, he's on, what's that TV show, if it's still on, Lies or Tell the Truth or something like that?
Yeah, he's on something. That was a Showtime show or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, he was awesome in that. I liked him the best out of everything.
And Charlton Heston did like a quick cameo in that too.
That's right. Yeah. But it's just supposed to be like I saw some CGI work, and it's all like real apes evolving.
Yeah. That was.
You see them slowly start to evolve and stuff. So.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
It's kind of cool. It's got to start somewhere. Yeah. You know, it doesn't just go from a monkey in a pet shop, the guy who's walking around with battle armor on their apes.
Right.
You know, it's a slight leap. It's a little far-fetched, I think. But hey, man, we used to be little fish swimming around a pond. Now look at us. You know, pretty crazy. I'm getting deep with you guys, man. We're not even smoking a joint. We're getting deep now.
Damn.
Real deep, man.
So
we're under life's microscope every day, man.
So, Roger, you watch Smallville at all?
I haven't watched it in a long. I watched it when it first started, and I tried checking a couple. I'm so lost. He's like wearing a black trench coat.
Well, yeah, not anymore. He's got like a red.
That was like last season.
Yeah, last couple seasons, right?
Then he has like this new leather jacket he wears with the Superman symbol on it. And now he's kind of like he just got glasses recently.
Yeah, couple.
I knew that was going to happen. It was going to happen at the very end because that's when he goes to Metropolis and blah 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 blah. Gets a job, takes it seriously, and then starts down on the disguise. But it's supposed to be the last episode there. What's that?
Did they completely finish that series?
It's in the can. Like I said earlier.
No, there's like right. It's in the can, but there's like 4 more episodes that.
Yeah, it's the air. There's 4 more episodes, and then finito. That's it. I think they did all they could. I'm happy with what they did. You know.
Yeah.
I was bummed when Michael Rosenbaum left because he made an amazing Lex Luthor.
Well, he's coming back. You know that.
Yeah, but he's coming back for I don't know if it's the last episode or whatever, which I think would be dope. But I don't know if he's going to do that or not.
Yeah, he's coming back. It's definite.
Yes, I just want to see, like, and then you're going to get so hungry for more, you're just going to be like, oh, Michael Rosenbaum came back. It's so cool. I want more episodes. And then there's nothing.
Well, Roger, I think, is more of a Marvel geek.
Yeah, you seem to be more of a Marvel guy. I mean, I'm in between, so.
Yeah, I'm more of a Marvel guy. I'm pretty much all Marvel all the way. I like Batman. I like Superman, stuff like that. But
me too. Lately, I've steered towards the DC guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that old golden era, origin period, and Marvel didn't come around really until the '60s. The time lead before that in the golden age, but they were really Marvel till Stan Lee jumped on board and went, I want to do this new movie with super characters. And now you watch him and he's just like floundering. You feel bad for the guy, Yeah. But the guy's a fucking legend, man. Yeah. Even if he filmed like a piece of dog shit in his claymation walking around for an hour and a half, Stan Lee did it, so you can't really diss it that bad.
One thing I tried to kind of contact Stan Lee, because that's one person I wanted to see these.
Totally.
Stories of storylines, because he always said, I saw an interview a long time ago, he always said, I wish I could see the Craven's last hunt is a storyline.
Right.
So, and I did the movie, or he was saying I wanted the movie, I made the movie, so I tried emailing him, and it's just like, you can't contact him, and...
You know what it is? You gotta go for a person who's a person whose friend is a person whose person's roommate. You have to go through all these people before it finally gets to his desk. Mm-hmm. He's like, look at this picture. Let me go on that YouTube.
You gotta stand in line at a convention and hand it to them if they let you.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I did that that Comic-Con. I went and hung out with Dan Poole. I took just like 100 copies. I was handing them out to all the artists and
all the big guys.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Giving it to them just so I knew that they could have it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was cool.
So nothing back from them or any of them?
No, I mean I would get an email here and there, but from the major artists, and no, nothing.
Yeah. We got to figure they got so much going on. They got so much thrown at them too. How many fans throw stuff at them?
Yeah.
Kind of.
And granted, it might be like a legal issue with Marvel.
Yeah,
because they're not allowed to respond to anything like that. So.
Yeah, because when I tried initially sending to Marvel Studios like a little memo of it, I don't know if I talked about that last time, but
yeah, you did.
They had to send it back. They couldn't even open it. They had to put it right straight into a closet. It's like basically
because the S-Rex in there. We don't know.
Basically, we can't watch it. It's like
oh well.
Yeah.
But we can. They can't. So
That's right.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the way you got to look at it.
Yeah.
The fanboys can watch it. So we're important. We're weekend Bill's fuckers in business. Yeah. They got to think about it. The '90s comics almost crash. Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to place.
Started buying chromium and all these other fucking variant covers and blood written in real blood and all these other ridiculous things. Bullet hole cover, Punisher. And then all of a sudden comics just got their own second wind. So that'd be kind of fucked up if comics just stopped.
That would suck.
How odd would that be?
That would suck.
That would really be bad. I'm like, nuclear war, please, instead of this.
Digital's
please.
big. Digital's big. It's going to get bigger.
Yeah, do you think digital's going to get bigger, really?
Oh, yeah. As us old farts die away, yeah, the new generation embraces the technology.
Yeah. Like us, remember when you could smell the newspaper?
Yeah. I could never read. I tried just getting a digital one once through the website. I didn't like it at all. You had to press a button. I was like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah, I want to feel the paper. I want to smell the newsprint.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a cut on my...
Well, that's the thing where each generation is nostalgic to what they grew up with. So
exactly.
It's always constantly changing.
Very good, very good.
Well, what else you want to talk about, if anything?
You want to just say a little about the ending of the series, or?
I think, I guess I could talk a little bit about the what I got out of it completely. I think the biggest thing I got out of making these movies wasn't to be like, oh yeah, that's me on the internet, as Spider-Man. It was more, it really, it's hard to explain, but it really helped me to go to that next level within myself. And I know that sounds kind of pretty, like, dramatic, but it did. Like, I was a kid, you know, when I started these, I was younger, and I was a guy getting a few years away from 30, realizing, wait, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm running out of time. You know, who knows what's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
So I saw that as, like, I got to do this now. This is not now. I don't know when. So this guy starts making these movies. You know, I put my heart and soul into them, all my time. Everything goes into these. And it's almost like I'm trying to, like, create something that's going to capture my youth as I'm getting older.
Right.
If that makes sense. So then I can look back and I can show my future children and my family and just say, that was me. That's what I did with, you know, when I started to figure out, you know, I'm getting a little older. I need to do something. I'm there, buddy. I'm there with you. Yeah. It just really helped me also, like, I never thought, like, if someone sat me down when I was, like, early 20s and said, hey, I've seen the future and you're going to, you know, make a Spider-Man fan film series, but it's going to be pretty cool. You're going to make shots that look like you're actually swinging through a city. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to, by the way, you're not going to have much help. You're going to do all the costumes by yourself. You're going to have to figure out resources, how to get actors, how to do this. No one's going to want to help you the whole time. It's going to take about 3 years, and you're not going to probably get too much out of it, but you're going to do it. And I'd be like, what? And just to know that I did that, I don't know, it just pushed me to that next level of, you know what? Because right now I'm about to start a business.
Right.
And so it's just like, if I wouldn't have done this and put my mind to it and figured out, you know, I accomplished something I really didn't think I was going to be able to pull off, but I stuck with it and I did it. Now I have the mentality of, I can start a business and be successful. Or I can
look what you did. You know, I mean,
yeah.
What you did with Spidey.
Was you got to do like a nutritional thing or something? You're big into the weightlifting. Maybe something to that aspect, right?
Yeah. It was just constant. I mean, my day, it was out of control. I think about it now, and it's just like, dude, there's no way I could do that again. Like, it was. My day would start at 4:30 in the morning, and like basically, I would work out. I was a personal trainer, so I would have like a couple of clients, and by 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it was on. It was time to jam home, get my props, get my camera, get everything together, get my list for the day of things I had to film. And I was out till maybe 1, 2 in the morning.
And that was never a problem for you? You were always psyched to go out after the workout and stuff?
Yeah, it didn't matter, yeah.
You were just like, yeah, man, I'm getting pumped, ready to go.
He was in his 20s. You don't remember how that used to be? You could stay up all night.
If you do clients, man, come out to Long Island, train my fat ass. That needs some work. Doing too many beers. You have to smack me around a little in the gym.
Yeah.
I've been a naughty boy. So.
The weird thing was, though, it never, like, by the end of the night, I was destroyed. I was just like, I
can imagine.
Yeah, I was just tired. I remember, like, because it's frustrating, too, trying to film stuff, get shots right. You're exhausted. You're in a costume. You can't see very, like,
I'm aching from the workout.
Yeah, you're tired. You can't see. You know, you're by yourself. It's getting dark. You're losing sight. All this stuff's happening. You're just getting pissed off. So by the end of the night, you're just sitting there, like, with all these props all over you and just crap. I mean, it's like 2 in the morning. You realize, I got to wake up at 4.
Oh, man.
You're like, I get an hour of sleep, 2 hours sleep. You're just thinking, I don't want to do this, but I would wake up and boom, I don't know what it was, but that drive would be back day after day. I mean, in 3 years, I'd say within the filming time, that year and a half, I took 5 days off.
Yikes.
Every day otherwise was boom, 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 like it was my last day. I had, you know, my last shift. I don't know why, but maybe it was the realization I had when I first started, like, I got to get this done. I'm running out of time. So
you're kind of like, I don't want it.
You know? So
that gives me even more respect for you, man. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know? So in the documentary, you could tell your story. Be like, you know, I got 10 minutes sleep, you know, combined over the 6 films. And
yeah. I think the documentary will help, too, to actually just help those people that don't naturally see past stuff, like, oh, this prop suck, or that costume's weak, or whatever.
Right.
To really see, like, whoa, I see, now I get it. Now I see where he's coming from. That's pretty cool. Because some people got it, and they can just see that if they're artistic, but some people, not everyone's like that. They're just really closed-minded, and if they hear me say it, then they're like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. I thought he was trying to think he was, you know, as good as these major films.
Like, you think he's Sam Raimi?
Yeah, and he's just a normal guy, and he just did what he wanted to do. So, yeah, that's a big reason for why I want to do the documentary, just to get it across. It's like that final, this is why I did it. I don't care what anyone else says of why they think I might have done it. This is it.
Yeah, I'll take it for what it is, and that's it.
Are you going to have a lot of your actors in it, or is it just going to be you and some shots and explaining it?
It's probably going to be me and a few of the people that help me out a lot. Like, I want this, my buddy Richard, he's the guy that I got, like, for the last, 8 months, where I didn't even know him. But he told me, all I had to hear from him was, oh, yeah, I'm not working right now. I just kind of do nothing all day. And I was just like, dude, you're my guy. You know, you're going to help me all the time, and I'm going to train you and get you in the best shape of your life for free.
That's what I need, man.
But I'm going to switch.
Nice.
You know? So I want him to talk on it, because he was with me all the time. He the ups and downs, me flipping out, getting pissed off, and because I had a temper, man. I mean, I'm going to put a lot of those shots in the documentary of me throwing that glider up against the wall. And
you're a director. That's your job to get angry.
Yeah.
They do that very well.
So,
yeah. So is there going to be any, Easter eggs in the DVD of, the Mary Jane bikini scenes?
Oh,
I'm just playing. I'm just joking around.
Yeah. I want to put some stuff in that, maybe some scenes, because there's scenes that I never really put into the film, into the series. Just like random scenes that maybe I filmed, they're kind of like tester scenes. Like I have one scene where it's a Spider-Man versus Green Goblin, and it's like a pretty cool little battle scene, but it never really had a part within the story. It was just a random fight scene.
Like a test kind of. What I do with this.
So I got a lot of different, little things like that I could
That'd
add.
be sweet.
Yeah, I just want to throw all that stuff in there, like deleted scenes or this or that commentary, just like a normal type of setup for a collective documentary type film.
Did you do storyboards of any kind? Or
I
have a sequence for sequence, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I will enjoy that.
He was very organized.
Files.
He was very organized with his shots.
What's that?
When I watched part 1 through 3 again today, and then I watched your ending part before the interview, and you're very organized with your shots, so I couldn't imagine you couldn't have done it without storyboards.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a shot done that I didn't storyboard, and it was kind of it's a little frustrating when you know exactly what you want on there, and having someone else film you do it, and you're trying to get them to get it how you want.
Yeah.
But after a while, Richard really, he was my camera guy. He really started to just adapt to what I wanted. It got to the point where he would show me the shot before we filmed it, and I'd be, I'll do that. That's it. He got it. So
you're sharing a brain by the time the thing's over.
Oh yeah,
you guys are in sync. So if you ever have another movie to do, hey man, get him back on board.
Yeah, I mean he'd be great.
He did a great job.
Yeah, he's in it. He did a lot of extra parts too.
So what's his name again?
Richard.
Okay, so props to Richard.
Yeah.
Good job on the directing.
Oh yeah, he did a good job.
The unsung hero.
Yeah.
You're getting all the spotlight, man.
Yeah.
Oh well. It was an enjoyable 6-film series, and I'd be amazed to see somebody come along and kind of got what you did, and come even close to doing a almost half an hour TV show length fan films.
Yeah,
that's quite the accomplishment, and even if they did them and they were shitty kind of quality, I'd even probably be impressed by that for somebody to touch that, because you pulled off quite a feat. You stuck it in, and you stuck with your guns, and you through the hard times and the no budget and the family problem, the personal business and all that. You just stuck to your passion. And, congratulations for that. And thanks for pulling that off. And, that's all I could really think of. But I loved all 6 of them. So
Great.
that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely.
How about you, Mr. Mosier?
Well done, well done.
What's that?
I said, well done, well done.
Forever.
I appreciate it, guys. I really like the fact that you guys, from the very beginning, from the get-go, you guys supported me, and you saw past the no budget. You saw past all that, and so, yeah, you guys are great.
Well,
We have no budget goggles. We wear all the time.
Yeah.
You got to look past that when you watch most of these fan films. I mean, some of them are, beyond impressive, but you got to see the heart of the film.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to look past my dad is playing Zor-El, And,
Yeah.
You got to look past that a little bit sometimes.
But yeah, what the resources that you had, and after we talked with you on the first podcast, I've gotten involved more into the film aspect, and
Right.
did some short films, some college films, and we're actually doing a fan film locally here in Indiana Jones fan film. So I kind of can appreciate your budget level and what you went through. So
You're going to be doing Indiana Jones film?
yeah, we're doing one here locally in Rochester. So it's going to be
Very
filmed in July and August of this summer. So we'll see how it comes off. And we have about probably the same or less budget than Roger had.
There you go. Are you going to be penning it, or?
I am the location dude. I'm looking for the location. No, I'm not penning. He contacted me through the website. He's a local dude.
Okay.
So and we've
I
been
didn't know about that. That's awesome.
talking for like a year and a half. I've met him for coffee or
Right.
lunch or something, and then he wanted to put this
Like
together.
the hookah bar.
Yeah. So anyways, I can respect what you went through, and surprisingly, I don't know how it is in California, but surprisingly, the people that I contact here are very susceptible to allowing us to shoot wherever the hell we want to. It's probably different in California, right? Because everyone's making a movie there.
Well, not in Bakersfield. Bakersfield, I tell people I'm making a movie, instantly they think it's a porno.
Oh, jeez.
It's that whole Hollywood thing,
But Bakersfield, people don't make movies here. So when I say, I'm making a movie, you want to be in it? They instantly just blow me off, or they really need me to explain thoroughly.
Yeah.
What are you doing there? That spider cock?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, the webbing comes out of the wrong place there. Huh?
Swinging by his cock. What a magnificent feat. I got this picture of Stan Lee. Excelsior. Look at him go. It's amazing.
Oh, well. Always ending on a positive note.
If you can after that.
All right, Roger, why don't you plug what you got coming up and anything else you want to say, and then we'll call it an evening.
All right. Well, everyone check out my films. Peter's Web 1 through 6. Part 6 just came out a few weeks ago. It's bagandboardproductions.com. That's my website. It's got all the movies, updates, stuff like that. The documentary, the making of. I want to get it out sometime this summer. I haven't started on it yet, so but time is flying by. The months are. My baby's due in August. It would be nice if I can have it done, hopefully before then.
Right.
It'd be a lot easier. So we got that coming up. My band, Reaching Away, it's kind of off topic, but I got music videos that I've done on YouTube. You can check those out, see what I'm doing now. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, this changed the way I think about things. It really proved to myself that I can do whatever I want. And anyone out there, if you do something like this, it'll change you. I mean, unless it's something that you don't take too seriously. But if you're serious about it, this will really help you do whatever you want. So, and Marvel, I'm not waiting by the phone no more. But if you want to give me a ring, I might pick up.
Yeah. I'm sure they're all listening.
Yeah, they're on right now on a big conference call. They're just like, I don't know, should we call them now or later?
I often wonder, they probably do see them.
See, that's what, I don't
absolutely.
know. I have no idea.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure that somebody, the intern, is like, "Hey man, you just check this out. This guy did this, in 3 months in his backyard, and it's great." And I'm sure they kind of see it and just go, "Oh yeah, that's kind of sweet." They're not allowed to talk about it. It's a hush situation.
I'm guessing that's
Joe Quesada will tap you. It's like it's going to be a double tap from Joe Quesada. Just don't say anything. It's like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I'm thinking that's exactly how it is. Yeah.
Just like Fight Club, man. Make it a fan film.
Yeah.
Get the shit beat out of you. Don't make any money.
Yeah.
It's like when I worked at Time Warner. If there was a major news story or anything, I couldn't. They sat you down in a meeting saying you can't go out and you can't say anything to the reporters outside. We've got people to do that. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's the same with anyone that works for DC or Marvel.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. You're probably like, okay, I'm not going to lose my job. Obviously, awesome to get a job at Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do anything to let that go. It's like, shoot your wife. Keep your job. Okay. No problem.
I jumped the fence at Marvel Studios.
Really?
Yeah. I got
that's dedication.
Huh?
Now that's dedication.
Yeah. We tracked down where it is, and I went over there, and I was just like, damn, it's locked. There's trailers out there and stuff, and I was like, but there's bikes in the front. There's people there. I was like, damn, so I just went for it. I was a little nervous about it. I just went back into the mode that I went to when film. This was recently, probably a few months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months. But I got back in that mentality of when I was filming stuff. I would bust into places I was
like renegade filmmaking, like guerrilla.
Yeah.
True guerrilla filmmaking.
Yeah, I just saw that fence. I said, I'm going for it. So I jumped over and ran over to the front door. It was locked. I was knocking on some windows. No one came. Went into the building next door that was connected to it, hoping somehow I can get in.
Hopefully there's no alarms in here. Or cameras or something.
So, but nothing happened.
Just like Dan Poole, when he was talking about his movie, he was saying, we go to this building, maybe like 2:30 in the morning, and you see this grown man swinging a piece of rope from one building to the other building. Like, what were the people thinking that saw that? Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
But he did it anyway. He went out with his little VHS goddamn camera, and he did it, man.
Yeah.
So. You're just the next wave. You're doing exactly what Dan did, but you're doing it in this, time frame.
Yeah.
So, you guys are basically just, I guess you got the two halves of the same coin, you and Dan.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of cool because I remember when we first talked to you, one of my first questions, or it might have been Chris's first questions, was, have you ever spoken to Dan Poole?
Yeah.
Because it was a very similar... kind of a grassroots approach to the whole Spider-Man, filmmaking thing, but you got it done. You did it. The opening shot was just like, oh, shit. He goes, Doc Ock's arm flying over there. You got he shoots shooting electricity at you. And Spider-Man's really getting beat up. And, it just made me think about, Dan Poole. And I was like, I wonder if you've seen The Green Goblin's Last Stand. Pretty sure he might have seen it.
Yeah,
but you're not ripping him off or anything. But you're just taking it a couple steps maybe further. I don't know if Dan intended to do maybe other Spider-Man fan films or not. I'm not sure, but he got a lot done with that one movie. Yeah, he really, really did.
Yeah, when me and him hung out at Comic-Con too, it's just we hit it off right off the bat, and like we both recognized like a certain mind frame. That we're both, it was weird, but we both just connected, and I asked him, I said, when you were making those movies, was it everything to you? And he just kind of looked at me kind of quiet for a second and said, yeah. I said, dude, me too.
Yeah, because I think he had a wife and everything at the time, too, and he was going to school. He actually went to the same school as my brother went. He went to Towson State in Maryland. He went to the same school as my brother, and I think he was married, I think, and all that jazz. So it was even more similar to you. And now it's kind of strange. But You both got a good head on your shoulders, and you did some good work, so congrats.
Thank you.
Very good stuff. And you know what? I think, like, honestly, Chris, we should like, replay what he said about, you know, having nothing, but going out there with heart and just, like, doing it anyway, just because, you know, you want to do it. But that should basically be, like, a law, you know, or like kind of like an idiot guide to fan filmmaking, but should be like a footnote. Just do it. You have a passion for it. Go out. You don't have any money, whatever. Make it happen, and just do it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that stuck with me when you said that. Well, that's the way I feel. So,
I know.
We're all that same wavelength, my friend. You know?
Yeah.
You're here.
So.
Do it while you can.
Here, raise a goblet.
Do it while you
raise
can.
your goblet to Asgard.
All right, Roger. Well, thanks again.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
We'll talk to you in a
Thanks
couple
so
of
much,
years. Go make another fan film. We'll talk to you in another couple of years.
Yeah.
Even if he does it, what the hell, man? We're not going to not call this guy again.
Bring me back.
Come on. Show 100. You're gonna play Spider-Man on Show 100.
I'm there.
And he'll be like, "Is this Spider-Man calling in?" Yes, it's Spider-Man. I'm like, I don't know what he would sound like. He just sound goofy. It's, you know, Peter Parker's goofy. I'm like, hey, it's Spider-Man. How you doing, buddy?
Well, hopefully we'll get the whole live TalkShoe thing working. So when it comes to 100, we can just have a call-in show. But
tonight we had like talking dog shit on the shoe.
Oh well.
There's something wrong tonight.
All right, Mr. King. Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me once again.
All right.
You are quite welcome, man. You're a great guest, and we wish all guests were as cool and, you know, willing to put up with me and Chris's stupidity as you are.
Yeah.
And, you can't make them all, you know, like our torture, but whatever. All right, my friends. So thank you so much once again, and you know, get that film out there. If you ever going to like a Comic-Con around the way, definitely bring some copies with you. Just keep pushing it, man.
Yeah.
Keep throwing those copies out there, no matter if you're like, hey, he's not going to see it or write about it, or just do it, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Do your thing.
Thanks, guys.
And best of luck with the business, and best of luck with the baby on the way. That's pretty crazy to hear.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and the wife and all that stuff. So.
Thank you.
All right, my friend.
Okay, guys.
Good talking to you, brother.
All right.
Peace.
All right, be good.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Well, perhaps it would have been safer to lock them away from the world. But as you've taught me, Dutch, you can't change the world by locking yourself away from it.